Welcome back to Headlines. A new report came out saying that the CIA and foreign agencies were actually spying on Donald Trump and his associates before the 2016 election. Can you believe it? Yeah, you're like, yeah, I can totally believe it. Anyway, that came out and I just wanted to go through this. I was really interested to see this come out. I think the original story was on Substack, but we're going to go through this New York Post version. Do you remember when Trump was trying to tell 60 Minutes that they were spying on his campaign? And they just thought it was nuts, like, you're crazy. Remember that? You think they're sending Trump an apology at this point, saying, okay, you were right, they really were. We apologize for acting like turds when you told us. Anyway, so let's start going through this article from the New York Post. So the U.S. intelligence community asked foreign spy agencies to surveil 26 associates of Donald Trump in the run-up to the 2016 election, which triggered the allegations that the former president's campaign had been colluding with Russia, according to a report. Now, I'm thinking the CIA has to pay these foreign assets to do their dirty work like that, right? So they're paying them. So do you know who's financing people to spy on Trump? You were. I was. Isn't that nice of us? Anyway, sorry, it's filling out tax returns. I'm already pissed off. So anyway, former CIA Director John Brennan, who is a huge Trump fan, John Brennan identified and presented the targets to the U.S. intelligence sharing partners in the so-called Five Eyes agencies. Now, this is the first time I've heard of that term before. It's all over now because of this story. But I guess the Five Eyes agencies are the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, according to a report published Monday on Michael Schellenberger's public Substack. The report by independent journalists Schellenberger, Matt Taibbi, and Alex Gutentag has not been confirmed by the Post. But I will say everything I've seen from Matt Taibbi has been excellent. So I wouldn't think that they would be coming out with a story like this if there wasn't some real meat behind it. They cite multiple unnamed sources, including ones close to the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, led by Representative Mike Turner. So we are going to learn what a new intelligence term is, bump. I didn't know what this meant either. When I heard bump, I thought you were either pushing someone or it had something to do with drugs. But it doesn't. So anyway, here we go. The U.S. intelligence community had identified the 26 Trump associates as people to bump, or make contact with or manipulate, one source told the outlet. In spy speak, bumping is when a reason is manufactured to meet with a target of interest in order to develop a relationship that could lead to intelligence. So I would think that would be something like, I don't know, you've had a friend where they somehow just want to get together with you and for some reason, and then when they get there, they want to sell you a timeshare. I think it's kind of like that, only they want intelligence. So how early were they starting to bump Trump's associates? This says here they were making contacts and bumping Trump people going back to March of 2016. They were sending people around the UK, Australia, Italy, the Mossad in Italy. The MI6 was working at an intelligence school they had set up. This is nuts. If this is all true, which, come on, it's probably going to be because almost everything else turns out to be true. Man, this is crazy. Now we come to the 10-inch binder that people are talking about, that people can't find and don't know where it is. Here is what this binder is. Intelligence related to the alleged surveillance effort is housed in a 10-inch binder, according to the outlet, which Trump 77 ordered to be declassified at the end of his presidency and could contain evidence that multiple U.S. intelligence officials broke laws against spying and election interference. The whereabouts of the alleged thick binder are unknown. Okay, and they're never going to find it because the people in the deep state, I'll just use that term to mean all the people in the deep state, they have made sure that this binder is gone and no one is going to find it. I mean, we could check Biden's garage. We probably should. That place is out of control and maybe it was in there. But yeah, the likelihood of finding that binder, no, it's gonna, no, somebody took care of that, I'm sure. All right, so they say they were making contacts and bumping Trump people going back to March of 2016. So if we go back just a little bit more, like what happened right before March of 2016 that could have kicked this off? Well, it was probably June 16, 2015, when Trump announced that he was running for president of the United States, right? That seems like that kind of timing would have kicked something off and started things so that they could be in motion by March of 2016. All right, so let's put together a little timeline of events to just see if hypothetically how this could have been pulled off, okay? So Trump announced that he was running in June of 2015. Now Hillary had announced that she was running in April of 2015. So the then president, Barack Obama, knows that Hillary is running, and then Trump announces, hey, I'm running. The CIA director is John Brennan, who is not at all a fan of Donald Trump. I think Brennan is actually a regular MSNBC contributor that goes on there all the time and talks about how much he hates Trump. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but that's kind of the gist of what I'm getting. He's not a Trump fan, and he's an MSNBC contributor, and that's pretty much all I need to hear. MSNBC, yuck. Anyway, and would Obama kick off a CIA thing like this? Well, I don't mean how many people he would drone. I would think starting something like this off through the CIA would be no problem. I don't know if he had knowledge of this or didn't have knowledge of this. I don't know. Hopefully we'll find out. We won't find out. But anyway, Barack's the president. John Brennan is the CIA director. Their cohort pal, Hillary, is running. Trump announces. Did they get together and say, what can we do? Can we find some stuff that might help Hillary? Maybe. So from the article, we know that in March of 2016, we have these CIA-run foreign agents actually bumping Trump targets. So Trump announces in June of 2015 he's running. If they got together, had some meetings, decided that we're going to spy on Trump's people, that would take a few months to get together. But I would think by March of 2016, if you're the CIA, you can have people in place doing things like that. I mean, I'm not a part of the CIA. So I'm just guessing based on the TV shows I watch. But that seems like that would be a reasonable amount of timing from Trump's announcement to all of a sudden you have people being bumped and spied on by the CIA. Spied on by the CIA's assets, who are these foreign agents. I'm assuming that these foreign agents really had no idea that they were spying on people because of their relationship with Trump. I think they probably were just told, we're looking for these bad, evil ties with Russia or Putin. Because the CIA identified targets already knowing they were Trump associates. So they have that part of the equation checked off. So the foreign agents, MI6, Mossad, whoever. What are the Canadian ones? I don't know what they're called. Anyway, but they're just told find any kind of ties because we think these people might be assets of Russia or Putin. And so they're gathering up any kind of information that might have any kind of relationship with Russia or Putin, right? So how long would it take these foreign agents before they could find some kind of contacts with Russia or manufacture them in such a way that they would be believable? How about 6 months? From March of 2016 to September of 2016, that's 6 months. September of 2016, that is when Hillary Clinton's campaign lawyer, Michael Sussman, met with the FBI, James Baker, actually, of the FBI, and kicked this whole thing off. So they had at least 6 months to find things that would just crop up in this Trump-Russia collusion investigation that we now know is pure garbage, but CIA assets were apparently working on this according to this report. I mean, some of this stuff is hypothetically speaking based on what I've read in the report. But we're just looking at possible timelines of what could have happened. But that seems like 6 months from the bumping and the starting to get intelligence from them to it's go time, right? And all of a sudden this lawyer meets with the FBI and hey, I have a tip for you. You're not going to believe this, but... and then they have all these things in place. Now, this is just one possible timeline. I don't know if this will turn out to be, all of it will be true or not. I mean, some of these things are based on facts. Some are based on what was in the story, which I don't think have been substantiated yet. I mean, come on. When was the last time any election interference claim has turned out to be true? Right? Anyway, so hopefully you enjoyed walking through that article and a possible timeline of events that could be put together that might make some sense out of that. I will certainly keep my eye out for more on this story. All right, thanks for watching. My name is Wes Austin, and we'll see you next time.